Welcome back. It is time to turn our attention to our New Yorker of the Week. Tonight we honor a woman who's giving four-legged Sandy victims a home while their owners rebuild theirs. Take a look.
Your heart breaks a little bit every day, but there's always a small miracle that you see every day.
Dogs, cats, even turtles. Debbie Fierro has helped facilitate small miracles for these animals and many others needing care after Hurricane Sandy.
There are a lot of people trying to help, but I don't think that people are aware of the degree of damage that irreparable damage that it's done to not only people but to the animals.
2 days after Sandy hit the Rockaways, Debbie hit the road. A driver for Wheels of Hope, which is part of the Mayor's Alliance for New York City's Animals, she quickly found New Yorkers in need.
When my truck pulled up, everyone seemed to gravitate towards the van. People were begging me to take their animals. They're part of their families. They're like their children. And they're also living, breathing creatures. And they should have every right to be rescued and saved as we do.
4 weeks later, the calls keep coming in. When 2 dogs and 2 cats who had stuck it out in a Rockaway apartment without power finally needed to be moved to a shelter, Debbie was there.
I stay here with my dogs and my cats. It was cold. It was wet. I got scared for them. But right now I can't take them to a doctor because of my job situation is too hard. And I don't have the money right now. It's going to be hard for me. Even my son last night because I started crying. My son goes, Ma, it's the best thing for them. I go, I know.
She even transported 2 turtles, Biggie and Smalls.
Turn left on Beach 115th Street.
The animals are being temporarily housed with the ASPCA or the Sean Casey Rescue.
The loyalty that animals have to people and people to animals is it's an incredible bond. I've seen so much emotion, but I feel that they tough it out together. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
And so, for helping to heal the smallest victims of the storm, Debbie Fierro is our New Yorker of the Week. And joining me now in the studio is our New Yorker of the Week, Debbie Fierro. Thank you so much for doing what you've been doing. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you, John.
You're representing all the New Yorkers who've done good deeds this week. So there's no pressure on you, but you're here representing all the folks who are going above and beyond. We're going to move forward, picking one New Yorker as we progress each week. I want to hear more about the first moment you pulled over in the Rockaways. You get in the car, you do this as something that you love to do, but you first pull up to the storm-hit areas. What was that like?
It was devastating. My mission was to go pick up 2 birds. And as my truck slowed down, people were waving me down, asking me, begging me to take their animals because their houses were destroyed. They had no running water, no heat, no electricity. And I took several cats, I took the birds, I even took a person and some of her clothes off Broad Channel.
And this is unlike what you normally do. When you drive for Wheels of Hope, you have a destination, you pull up to that destination. It's somewhat orderly, I'll assume. This was almost as if it was a breaking news story still, and you were just, what was your reaction to that?
It was, John. It was almost like it was still smoldering. And it just looked like a war zone. I mean, usually I go to the shelter and it's a destination. I pick up the animals and we go to a rescue or a boarding facility or an adopter. But this was totally without a queue. And, you know, I just did what I could, as anyone else would have done.
Are people hesitant to part with their animals? You mentioned that some folks were coming forward and saying, please take my animals. But then we heard in the piece that the one woman was hesitant to give it up because she wanted to take care of her animal. What are most people doing?
It tugs on a certain heartstring. People are being selfless in putting their animals aside until they get back on their feet. And the animals feel a little bit of stress in the car, but I don't think they recognize time, and I'll be there to reunite them.
Yeah, let's talk more about that. Tell us more about where the animals are going.
The animals first went to Sean Casey, but now they are at the ASPCA Rescue Center, which is in Brooklyn. And they are getting fed well, they're getting walked, they're getting loved, they're getting played with, and they're sheltered. And they're there for 30 days, and hopefully people will get on their feet before then, or if not, in 30 days, be ready to be reunited with the animals.
So it's 30 days from the time you bring them in, or the owner brings the pet in by themselves, or is it expiring in 30 days?
It's going to expire in 30 days. So there's about approximately 3 weeks left on it.
Okay, that's important to know, and I'm just someone will email me and make sure, but I'll ask you so they are confident that the owners who are giving up their pets for this time being know where to go and know the time frame. These dogs or cats won't be forgotten. Is that correct?
No, they won't be forgotten. We'll be in touch with the owners.
On a personal level, how does it make you feel? You do this all the time, but how does it make you feel on a regular day just to go and help out a pet?
You know, every day there's a little bit of heartbreak, and then there's a little miracle. And it's a labor of love for me. I feel at one, when I can get them out of the shelter and get them in my car, there's a peace. And like I said, the Wheels of Hope is an amazing program and a labor of love.
Tell us more about the program itself, what you do year-round, not just now.
Our founder, Jane Hoffman, did a wonderful job with this organization. We have a fleet of vans that go out 365 days a year, sometimes 10, 12 hours a day. We hit all of the local area shelters and work with 160 participating rescue groups. And we get the animals out to safety to make room for other animals or to stop any kind of illness that's airborne or going around in the shelters.
You need help? Are you looking for volunteers? How does it work?
Well, we're always looking for volunteers. Okay. But the most important thing is you could be a spoke on the wheels and keep them going further and faster getting these animals out of shelters by donating. And we have 2 anonymous donors that are willing to match dollar for dollar every donation that we get. So that would be great, and that would definitely give some air in our tires and keep us rolling. We have the website that we'll put up for our viewers to see in just a second or two. How is your help received? You know, how appreciative are your fellow New Yorkers when they see your organization pull up and pull off? You know, it's amazing for everything that they've gone through. When we take their pets and they know their pets are safe, they thank us and, you know, and bless us, and it's just, it's a privilege to be able to help them. Debbie Fierro, our New Yorker of the Week. Thank you so much for doing what you've been doing. Thank you, John. Let's get that website up. For more information, you can go online to wheelsofhopenyc.org. And remember, if you know someone who would make a good New Yorker of the Week, you can email us at NYer@NY1.com or mail us a letter, address it to New York 1 News, New Yorker of the Week, 75 9th Avenue, or on the 6th floor, New York, New York 10011. That's all the time we have for now. I'm John Schiumo. New York 1's Rochelle Boone is hosting Monday. I'll talk with you Tuesday.